Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh, I love the tie, man.
Yeah. So now to introduce myself. My name is Cohen, CEO and founder of Team End Racism.
Wonderful to meet you. My name is Jelani Memory. I'm the author of a kid's book about racism and the founder of a kid's book about.
Oh yes, I know. That is so amazing.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Oh, you're welcome. Are you up for some Black History questions?
I'd love some Black history questions. Hopefully I'm good at answering them.
Okay, so question number 1. Who are your Black heroes, and why?
It's a really good question. You know, one of my favorite Black heroes is Jackie Robinson. I think what he was able to accomplish as a major league baseball player and um, playing in the time that he did, and his incredible story, I think leaves such an incredible legacy, and something that I still look up to this day. Um, Obviously, recently Hank Aaron passed, and his story is just as incredible. And then I think about more recent folks like Barack Obama is still an incredible and massive inspiration to me, as well as folks like LeVar Burton with the work that he did on Roots and Reading Rainbow and Star Trek. And now with his podcast, LeVar Burton Reads, I think he's just a literal living legend.
Wow, cool. So I think my Black hero is Martin Luther King Jr. with all those good advice and his speech, I Have a Dream. I really love him. Okay, question number 2. What do you wish people knew about Black History Month?
I think I wish people knew and understood that um, Black history is really American history. It's the history of our country. That you can't tell the history of America without telling the history of Black individuals in it and their incredible contributions and stories and voices and hardships that they've overcome. And so I wish folks would look at it as 1 month to dive deep and focus on Black history, while also looking at the rest of the 11 months in the year as a way to acknowledge and take a look at Black history in America.
I wish people knew about Black History Month is that it's really important, like the most important month of the year to me. How do superheroes get their powers?
Well, as you can see with the action figures behind me, I think about this actually quite a bit. I actually have a handful of them on my desk too. And believe it or not, all of the action figures behind me, they're all black and brown action figures. It's a good reminder to me that superheroes look like me and you as well. How do superheroes get their powers? Well, um, often a superhero story starts with a sort of something tragic, something terrible happening in our life that catalyzes them into the idea of becoming a hero. And so that can be a radioactive spider, that can be, traveling from one planet to the other, or the tragic death of your two parents as an only child like Bruce Wayne. So I think there's a lot of different ways that superheroes get their powers.
I think I might have an agreement to you. I think like something like weird just happens to them and then they get their superpowers.
I think that's well put. That's very accurate.
So my mom asked you, I think, what is your favorite superhero?
Oh, my favorite superhero. Gosh, I don't get asked that a lot. That's a real tough one for me to answer. I'm a big fan of Black Panther. I think Black Panther is fantastic and awesome. I really love Frozone from The Incredibles. I think he's pretty cool. I'm also a big fan of Luke Cage. I think he's a really cool superhero. So that's a handful of them. What's your favorite superhero?
So my favorite superhero is the Hulk because when Bruce Banner gets mad, he just turns into this Hulk guy and starts like smashing all the bad guys and stuff. And I really enjoy that.
I love it, man. The Hulk's great.
And here's my number 3 rules. 1. Smile at everyone. 2. Educate on Black history. And 3. Support Black authors and businesses, which I do support you. Too.
I love that. Well, we at A Kid's Book About are huge fans of you and huge fans of Team End Racism, and will continue to be supporters and cheering you on, and tremendously thankful for your support.
No way. Thank you. My mom said I could do any wild card questions. So, how hard was it to make a kid's book about racism? How hard was it?
That's a good question. I was just actually chatting last night with my wife about when I made the book. And I think, to be quite honest, it wasn't that hard because I didn't have big plans for it. I didn't spend sort of months and months and months writing it, thinking that it was going to reach thousands and thousands of people. The reality is I spent a couple weeks working on it. And it was really important for me to get it right and to tell my story, growing up as a biracial kid and dealing with racism, so that my kids could understand it. And they were the first audience really that the book was for. And I've been so amazed and surprised how many more people it's reached beyond my 6 kids. And so a lot of ways, it was really simple. If there was one hard part to it, it was hard to write in as much as it was difficult to talk about because there's a lot of pain and hurt associated with those experiences around racism. And so trying to put those into words for my kids was a little bit painful, but writing it was really simple in as much as it's just my story. And guess what? I know my story better than anyone else in the world. And so it was really easy to tell.
Wow, so cool. I loved the book. Like, I think it was one of my first books that talks about racism, and it really helped me understand it way much better.
That's awesome. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Oh, sure. I'm up for any questions.
Oh, have you ever thought about writing a book?
Oh, yeah. I like a couple weeks or a month ago, I was writing my own like little journal about a kid's book about love, and I think I might be wanting to write a book about it. Do you have any advice for me?
Oh, any advice? Yeah, I think I could try out some advice. Let's see. Thing one is I want you to remember, Cohen, that those things that are hard right now when you're young, but you know are right and good, make sure you focus on them and you do them, because later on they become a lot easier. And those things that other kids might look down on or think are silly become really important when you become an adult, and you'll be really proud of yourself that you focused on them. And I think you're already doing that work with Team End Racism. You're starting that work long before I did as a young person. So congrats to you on that. My second bit of advice is really learn to be patient with yourself, and let yourself learn as you grow. You won't know everything in a single day or in a single year. You'll get smarter and know more and understand more as you grow up. And so just be patient with yourself, that you don't have to know everything now.
Okay, so thank you.
Well, thank you. This was a really fun and fantastic discussion. And again, I think you're doing really incredible work. And any way that we can support you and the work of Team End Racism, just let us know.
Okay, thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you too, Cohen. Have a good
Okay.
one.
Bye.
Bye.